You're going to be afraid of what you haven't done often enough. So if you're afraid of sales, it's because you haven't done enough sales calls. If you're afraid of talking in front of people, it's because you haven't talked in front of enough people enough. If you're afraid of going on podcasts or creating content, it's because you haven't done it enough, right? And it really comes down to that. That's something I'm starting to realize, that the idea of fear of starting something or fear of doing something is because you haven't done it, right? It's scary to spend $300 on ads in a day. It's scary to spend $100 on ads in a day if you haven't done it before. It's scary to do whatever. It's scary to spend money in your business if you haven't done it enough. And that's kind of what I'm starting to realize is risk is just something that is not having enough information or enough history or enough, I'm trying to think of a word, but enough reassurance that you have from previous experience. Here's the thing. When you've done something and you've done it successfully, you have no doubt in trying that again, right? And that's what in a business context, when it comes to like doing things, the reason you're scared is because it's your first time doing it, which justifiably so, right? Like today I made some outbound calls to some prospects, and I remember before my hand used to be shaking when I used to make those calls. Now it's like, hey man, how's it going? And we chop it up. I literally just booked 3 appointments today, right? Just from that, and those 3 appointments can, in terms of the lifetime value of a customer, if they end up closing, is in the tens of thousands, right? So you have to remember there's consequences to being afraid of doing things, right? If you're afraid of creating content, the consequence is you're not going to reach your full potential in terms of the financial aspect. Because you guys know creating content is one of the easiest ways to make money, or the easiest way to make money right now in just in general, right? And if you're not willing to do that, then you're really missing out on a lot of opportunity, right? So that's just something I'm trying to say is like, just because you're afraid, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, right? I understand why you're afraid. I understand, like, you're probably going to watch this video and not even take my advice because of the fear of what if, or you're not even thinking about the what if. You're not even going to, because I get where you guys are coming from. People used to always say create content. I used to be like, nah, I'll never do that. Or I'll do it someday. Or but why not now? Like, it's kind of sad. It makes me sad because I missed out on all those opportunities that I could have done a while ago, right? That's the problem. That was the problem that I made, and it's a bit frustrating actually, since I didn't take action on during the time, right? And then that's the pain of regret, because people always say, "Oh, regret's the worst thing ever," and to be honest, regret sucks because your time is ticking, guys. Like, what if you're afraid now? Just see what happens when maybe you turn 40 and you didn't take the chance when you could have, right? Because you're going to regret it either way. So you might as well do it, right? Because worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. At least I'm happy I took the chance, right? At least I'm happy. And the greatest thing I ever did was create my YouTube channel for my network engineering, because that literally opened up so many doors, and it got rid of a lot of the other fears that I had, which was public speaking, reaching out to people, failing used to be one of my biggest fears, but I didn't know what that meant. Like, I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of what other people thought. Now I genuinely do not care. That's why I'm making these YouTube videos right now, and I'm creating content. Like, people are looking at me like, who's this guy recording videos? I don't care, because they're looking at me saying, what is this guy doing? So what? Like, what does that mean? Are you offended that I'm doing stuff? Like, that's sort of the mindset you got to have in business. And when you're running a business, you better have that mindset, because you're gonna be told no every single day, at like literally every single day, right? I'm told like, no, I'm not interested, or they say it in nice ways, but no one's ever. A lot of the times, the majority of times people say no in business. Unfortunately, it is a pretty ruthless field, right? You got to get it how you live it, man, and it is no joke, right? But if you can actually take advantage of that opportunity, because there's a lot of people who want to start a business, who want to grow their business, who want to make 10s, 20, 30, 100,000 a month. Because I'll tell you this right now, when you have the financial means to do things, life is a lot more easier. It just is. And don't ever kid yourself to not want to take advantage of the opportunity that we have now. Because let's be real, maybe even 20 years ago, there wasn't really an opportunity for you to start a business. I mean, there was, especially in the US, but with the internet, guys, it's so easy now, right? Even though business is going to be hard, no matter what, the reward is worth it. Because the other option, it sucks, right? You don't have the financial means to take care of your family. You don't have the ability to do things that you wish you could, like sleeping first class on a flight, like laying fully flat and actually sleeping. Like, there's so many things you can do that will just make things better for you. But on the other side of that, before you even get to that, is a mountain of fear, right? You're gonna have a mountain of fear that you're gonna deal with. And if you're afraid to deal with it, then you just have to accept the fact that all those things that you desire, because you're watching this video because you probably desire some bigger goals. Just know that those goals will never come to you if you think that way. And it's very scary to say that, because I mean, not living up to your potential is probably one of the scariest things ever. It is the scariest thing ever, right? Because what is failing, right? Failing is either you have a desired outcome that you wanted, right? Let's say your desired outcome is you want to make 20K a month, but you end up losing $5,000 that month in pursuit of trying to make 20K a month. So now you lost $5,000, now it's pain, right? So now you're upset that you lost money. What's the other option? You stay comfortable, cozy at your own job. That's kind of why I left my job, because I didn't want to be comfortable. Now I'm a little bit uncomfortable because I don't have these cozy checks that I'm getting every month, because I used to make well over 6 figures in that job. And I resigned because I was like, okay, I need to take the risk. I need the time for myself. Let me go and do that. And I'm taking the risk right now, and I'm hoping it pays off. And if it doesn't pay off, guess what? I can always come back to my job, and I'll be smiling doing it because I knew I took the chance on myself to see it through, right? So the fear, just get over the fear. Just see what happens. You never know what's on the other side. You truly never know unless you do it. And I'll tell you this right now, whether it's if you're afraid of creating content, whether it's afraid of starting that business, whether it's afraid of spending money on ads for your info product business, whatever you're afraid of, just know that if you keep staying afraid, you'll have a regret that will weigh on you for the rest of your life. Maybe you won't be as aggressive as others, but deep down you'll know when you didn't go your hardest. Because truly, and this pisses me off, back in like 2016, I knew I wasn't going my hardest. I knew I was afraid to reach out to mentors. I knew I was afraid to spend money on ads or on a course or take it seriously enough. I was afraid of doing a lot of stuff, right? I was afraid of reaching out to people for help. I don't know why, but looking back, that was a dumb decision that resulted in me not reaching my goals, right? So it is a risk as well, because you're risking the ability of you not reaching your goal. And I don't want you guys to go through what I went through. So if you guys are like 21 or 22 or whatever, and you guys are looking to grow, or even 18, please just grind it out, guys. Grind it out, because you truly never know what's going to happen if you don't. And you will regret it if you don't. So please do that. Please grind it out. Find a way to make it work. Take the risk. Don't be afraid. Forget the fear of whatever could happen, because the fear is really nonsense, right? The fear is either, let's contextualize it. You either lose money, or you lose time, or really what people are really afraid of is people making fun of them. That's really what it is. Afraid of what other people think, or what other people will say if it doesn't work. But guess what? I truly don't care. If it fails, it fails. I learned, right? And that's the price you got to pay in business, guys. It's scary. There's no other way I can put it. So whether your business requires whatever, take the risk, guys. I'm going all in right now. I'm kind of in beast mode right now, where I'm like, I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see what happens, and we're gonna grind to 100K months with y'all. So I love this channel, guys. I love, because as you guys know, I have another channel, but it's really inspiring to talk, and I kind of want to look back at these videos maybe in 20 years just to see where I'm at. Really, I'm kind of doing this channel for myself, just to kind of have like my thoughts and stuff, and really to help you guys, whoever are on this journey. So I appreciate everyone who came to this point, and it really means a lot. And you guys are awesome. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a good one, and peace.